Now we're going to take a look at inserting a gallery widget. When I hit my widget drop down menu bar there, gallery is that first one, and I can insert a gallery widget, which is simply like a slideshow of images. But instead of having multiple images laid out all over a page, what this allows the user to do is pinch to zoom out and see a full iPad screen of that image, or they can just keep it and they can scroll through the images right there in the iBook. So one of the suggested workflows for creating an iBook is to have all of your assets ready to go. So what I've done is gone ahead and I've created this file called images, and I've inserted the images that I want to insert into this gallery widget. So what I can do is I can actually highlight them all, and I'm just going to select them, and I'm going to go back to my iBooks author, and I'm going to drag them into that space. And when I do that, it's going to automatically put all of those images into this gallery widget. So it's also going to launch the Widget Inspector. So you'll notice that this is the inspector bar, and it's automatically going to highlight this last tab, which is the Widget Inspector. And this is going to allow us to change the look and the feel of this widget. So we're going to start here with the Interaction tab. This allows me to reorder and to also add and take away images. So if I didn't want this flower here, let's say this flower number 1, if I wanted it to be deleted, I could just select that flower and remove it by hitting the minus key. Likewise, if I wanted to add a new flower, or sorry, a new picture, I could simply hit add, and then it will go back into my files and it will allow me to select that image. So I'll hit insert, and now that image is back into this gallery widget. Also, on this menu here, I can choose to show the thumbnail. So this just gives the user a different look and allows them to kind of scroll through those images. I'm going to turn that off for now. Down here at the bottom is the accessibility description, and this is a really important feature of all of the widgets that we add in our Widget Inspector. And the accessibility description will be the description that is read aloud to a user that has their accessibility features turned on. So when the user highlights this image or puts their finger on the image, it will read back to them this accessibility description. Now you would want to click on each one of those, and you would want to change that accessibility description for each one. And that way that user who has the accessibility description turned on can listen to what is being described or what is being depicted by those images, which is really a neat feature. Let's go over to the layout now. The layout gives me a way to change how this widget looks and feels. Now notice that I can change the size of this widget at any time. I can shrink it down, I can blow it up, and as I change that, the look and feel of that's going to kind of change as well. So I can also move this around on my page to see wherever I want it to be, I can move it to. Let's start right here with the title. The title adds or removes this top portion of the gallery widget. I can also change the title of that, and typically when you insert a gallery widget, it comes up as gallery. So I'm going to change that to gallery, but notice I could also change it to audio or diagram or figure, depending on what I'm inserting. And then I'm just going to briefly describe it. We'll just say it's the flowers of my backyard. And down below here is the caption for each one of those pictures. So again, as I click on these, I can change them. And I'm not sure what type of flowers these are either. Likewise, I can choose to turn the caption on for each one of these, or turn it off. Oops, I need to go back here and turn it on, and I could have the same caption for each image, or I can change the caption per image. Likewise, the background, I can change that, and I can make it a wider margin background or more narrow. Another feature of just changing the layout is I could move both of those text fields to being at the top. I can make them top and bottom, or I can send them both to the bottom. So I like to split them and do the top and bottom. And again, you can always take them both off, and you can have just a gallery that looks like the images there.